and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, chicken popcorn, really famous. What we've done here is a double dip. I'll show you actually, I've done a single dip. Some tiny little things. The double dip really does work. These are actually quite good, but we're going double dip today. Without further ado, let me grab one of those. Absolutely beautifully golden brown, some nice seasoning in there. Let's give it a little taste and hear that lovely crunch. Wonderful. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's take a look at some of the ingredients we're going to be using. Over here I've got a one whole egg. Lots of people only use the egg white. I use the whole egg. Your choice. Here I've got some breadcrumbs. These are panko breadcrumbs, slightly different than your regular ones. You could do it with both if you want. You could use a regular, or you could even use cornflakes. If you get some cornflakes and crush them up, kind of acts in the same way. Here I've got some corn flour or cornstarch. You could use a regular flour or a rice flour. I've got some black pepper and I've got some salt here. We're going to be seasoning our flour. And then here I've got some onion powder. Now you can put a little bit of onion powder in, or garlic powder, or both. And here I've got some celery salt. Now for me that is the key ingredient for this. I mean, I would never make this without that. So that's kind of basically what we got, but obviously we're going to use some oil and chicken, of course, but these is our kind of basic ingredients. So we're going to start off by putting in our flour. Like I say, I'm using corn flour today, black pepper and regular salt, and then garlic or onion powder or both, and then the celery salt. Now at this point is where you can kind of start to take it in lots of different directions. You could now kind of maybe go a bit Italian, put some oregano in there, basil, things like that, or make them a bit curried, Indian, get a few curry spices in there. A bit Mexican, maybe get some kind of cumin in there and some smoked paprika. Endless ways of doing this. This is a kind of a basic version that I'm making today. So there we are, we've now got our seasoned flour. Let's move on. Okay, so now seasoned flour is ready. Breadcrumbs, I'm using panko, could use regular ones or cornflakes like I say, and I've got an egg there beaten. Again, some people only use egg white, I don't, I use the whole thing. Chicken, cut in two, very small pieces. This is popcorn after all. We're now going to do a dipping, get it all dipped up and lovely, and we're going to do a double dip. Let's go. So I'll just show you a few, obviously, this is going to take quite a while. So, flour, dusted, egg, coated, breadcrumbs, coated. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go egg again, breadcrumbs. So you've got a double dipped piece just there. I'm going to repeat that process, be back when they're all done. Okay, there we go, they're done. Double dipped, and when you double dip them they actually increase in size, so be careful when you're cutting your chicken, because you might want it, you know, might cut it big at the beginning and it will actually double pretty much in size once you coat it twice. Now, you can make these in batches and get them in the freezer for later, because they are a little bit of a pain to do, they're a little bit fiddly. So if you made loads of them, it makes sense. Do a load of them, get them in some freezer bags, in separate bags of amounts, pop them in the freezer, then you've got them there. Right, I've used, just talking about the chicken, I've used chicken breast meat. But I've also tried this with thigh meat. from the thigh. And that, to be honest, I think is actually a bit better. It's much more juicy part of the meat. But today we are using chicken breast. Right, simply we're going to get over to a pan with some oil in it. We're going to get that oil hot. They're going to cook in absolutely no time. Okay, got a pan here with some oil in it. I'm using a canola oil today. Pretty much any oil is going to work. Vegetable, corn, sunflower. Wouldn't do it in olive oil, obviously, because it's very expensive and will give it a very distinctive flavour. Simply, we've got our oil hot. Let me just check it. Let's pop one in. That's where we want it. And in they go. Now, because these are so small, they're going to cook pretty instantly. So you can just take these out as you think the colour's correct. I mean, some people like them really light brown, some much darker. But yeah, they're going to cook pretty instantly. Tiny pieces of meat inside, so don't panic. You see? There they go, straight away. Beautiful. They can come out now. Literally, they're cooked. That amount of time, like 60 seconds or so. Tiny, tiny pieces of meat. If you've obviously cut your meat bigger, you might want to do it just a little bit longer. Let me grab a plate. Perfect, out they come. And I'll show you, because you maybe won't believe that they are cooked inside, but I'll show you in a moment once I've done these other ones. So out they come. Got a few more here, just going to pop them in, then I'll be back. Okay, there you go. Really guys, 60 seconds in a nice hot oil, absolutely good. Guarantee you, I'll just grab one randomly here. First of all, they're going to be absolutely beautifully crunchy. Let's have a go at that. Perfectly cooked white meat. Guarantee you, don't do them longer. Now, check that out. These are single dipped, so you can just see the difference maybe in the double dipping and the single dipping. These are great still, I mean they're nice little things, but the double dip, beautiful. Hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, really does help us out guys. Facebook, there's loads of different Facebooks for different genres of food, the website, and so, all that social media stuff. I've got to go, see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?